Yo, 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 mixed by Gabriel. I'm going to be mixing a song. I want to focus on the vocals first because this style of music is one of my favorite styles. This is reminiscent of Beatles records and like super nostalgic, dope John Lennon style vocals where it's just like there's a certain tonality and just a vibe to it where it's like I really want to spend the time on reverbs and effects and the tonality and the sonics of his vocals and just how they come across because these are like super nostalgic style records for me. So I really wanted to bring you guys in on this specifically. So without further ado, we will play the song, at least a bit of it.
Oh, miracle, I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I praise for words to a song, their own. It doesn't really matter.
Alright, so now you guys are going to get to see like really the in-depth stuff that Gabe loves to do, but I really just wanted to bring you into this world. Let me first put his EQ that I like using on his stuff. Where's it at? And then I'm literally just gonna basically just send him to like mad different things and see what, you know, ends up sounding the best while I'm still like tweaking stuff, you know. But I will bring up a bunch of we could do so the first thing I'm doing, just so you guys know, is I'm gonna pick a few different reverbs that I like on his vocals for this song specifically. So as you can see, these are all rich space, huge space, church, hall, room. The 3D is like a doubler kind of trick that I do to make his vocals just really get three-dimensional and wrap around in a really cool way. So we'll talk about that in more depth after I pick the verb.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical.
And I'm listening not soloed so that I can hear it in reference to all the other stuff. Like that's gauging a lot of my reverb decisions, obviously, because the song matters, you know what I'm saying?
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I press for words.
So I really do like the room on the reflections.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I press for words to a song. They're on.
Kind of like the neo verb too. Shit. I'm not gonna do the hall, but I am gonna try a couple different plates. We can do I want the chamber?
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. Mystical. They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical, mystical.
Classic AMS for some old school sounding records.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I press for words to a song. They're on.
Alright, I want to try the EMT 140.
They might call it a lyrical.
Okay, I'm using the EMT.
They might call it a lyrical.
And now I'm just gonna try different plates and stuff.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I press for words to a song. They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I press for words to a song. They're on. They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're on their own.
Yeah, I want a little bit of brightness on this one. I don't really want it dark. I'm kind of trying to give like a happier vibe, so.
I'm pretty sure that they're on their own. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I press for words to a song.
I'm trying to see if I want pre-delay.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical, high praise for words to a song. They might call it a lyrical.
I don't want any modulation. So now I like this plate in this setting. I'm gonna take a little bit of his lows out of the input circuit.
They might
And then I'm turning down the reverberation time to make it less tail.
They might call it a lyrical, miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical, high praise for words to a song. They might call it a lyrical, miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical, high praise for words to a song. They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical, high praise for words to a song.
Alright, so now I am gonna use the lexicon for like a cool hall. I usually use it for a chamber kind of vibe, but
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical, high praise for words to a song. It doesn't really matter unless you hear it on the radio. It doesn't really matter unless it's coming out in stereo.
alright, so we're good on the lead vocal reverb.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical.
Now I'm gonna show you this this dimension trick real quick. Super cool, watch this. And then we'll do Eventide. So basically I have 3 different depth plugins or like modulation type plugins that just mess with the stereo image of a vocal. And you'll see what cool sound comes out. I usually like doing this on the background or the double, not the lead. Just so it's not like crazy wild. But here it is right here. I will play it. So as you see, all the Eventide time shift and time shift 2 go to my 3D bus, and this is usually all the way down, and then I kind of see where I want to bring it in.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure.
You hear how amazing that shit sounds, y'all? Look.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical.
Damn.
They might call it a lyrical. They might call it a lyrical. They might call it a lyrical.
It literally makes there's a reason why I say 3D. It makes the vocals feel like it's 3D, like it's just like so much depth in it and like spread out.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical, high praise for words to a song. They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical, high praise for words to a song. It doesn't really matter. It matters unless you hear it on the radio. It doesn't really matter.
Alright, so basically this video specifically is all about effects essentially. So I'm doing pre-production on the song. What that means is I'm adding stuff to the song, like delays, filters on instruments, etc. So you're about to literally see me off the whim just be creative right now and add to his record. But essentially, I'll explain it real quick. I have all these weird effect sound or tracks, audio tracks, and I can just bring his vocal down to see how they all sound while it's playing. So that's what I'm about to do.
They might call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. Pretty sure that they're wrong. Pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that. Pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magic. Pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical, high praise for words to a song.
That's the chipmunk one. Hold on.
To a song. For words to a song. A song. Mystical, high praise for words to a song. It doesn't really matter. They might call it a lyrical. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I press for words to a song. A lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong.
I'll let you guys hear it by itself. Look.
Call it a lyrical miracle. I'm pretty sure that they're wrong. They might say that it's magical, mystical. I praise for words to a song. They're wrong. It doesn't really matter. It matters unless you hear it on the radio. It doesn't really matter. Hear it on the radio. Unless you hear it on the radio. It doesn't really matter. Unless you hear it on the radio. It doesn't really matter. It matters. Unless you hear it on the radio. Unless it's coming out in stereo.
I'm obviously gonna turn all these effects down, but I'm just like trying things out.
Unless it's coming out in stereo.
I like tape delays, like old analog tape delays, like on just ending phrases and weird things. It ends up sounding cooler.
I'm cursed.
See what I'm saying? Obviously, I need to turn down the distortion, but.
Well, then I'm cursed. Yeah, I trip over every verse.
I got this cool, like, just straight reverb one. Like, look at this.
Yeah, I trip over every verse. I can't ever seem to make the rhythm flow. Keep getting pulled deep into the undertow. I'm fighting, but I'm sinking, and I'm feeling like I'm drowning slow. Drowning slow. And I'm feeling like I'm drowning slow. Like I'm drowning in slow-mo. Like I'm drowning in slow-mo. Like I'm drowning.
Alright, cool. So that was a bit about like vocal effects. I was using reverbs, showing you guys cool like ways of adding little nuances to your vocal. I'll play a whole bunch of just the effects by themselves so you guys can like really tap into how cool they sound. And then you guys can, you know, experiment with these things. I'm going to even add more effects. As you see, I have so many effects: a half delay, quarter, ping pong, tape, analog, slapback. I even have stuff inactive: spreader, flanger, chorus, distortion. Like, I'm about to go crazy. A lot of my sound is like definitely how many effects I have access to and how quick I can move creatively. So I definitely want to emphasize like being able to move creatively and adding to their music quick and on the fly, where you're not overthinking, technically, is key. So I'm going to play just the effects real quick before we end this video. And I'm also dropping another Pro Tools Part 2 shortcuts. So tap in, subscribe. Alright, there y'all go. Let me know if you have any questions on cool effects. If you want to book a mix or a class with me, mixedbygabriel.com. Love you all. Appreciate you all.